So obviously the main wrestling watching of the weekend was the WWE UK Championship Tournament.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Night 1 live, I have to say. I watched Night 1 Sunday morning. Having not seen any of the results or anything. So it wasn't as if not watching it live, like, it's not as if that influenced by watching it anyway. But I was very let down with Night 1. I thought
Night 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I thought the matches for the most part were bad.
Nah.
I thought there was one or two. They could not hold my attention at all, Joe.
They're only 5 minutes long.
Yeah, but they weren't good, is the point. Even people who would go on Night 2 to have, like, out-of-this-world matches. Night 1, I was like, Pete Dunne. And then he has, like, a not very good 5-minute match. And I went, okay. Yeah, I really didn't like Night 1. I really didn't. And I was so let down, because I was very much looking forward to this.
I did like the main event.
I thought the main event was the best match.
Yeah, Andrews. Death to that horrible name. His name is Mark Andrews now.
He did wear tights with Mandrews on it on Night 2. The blue tights.
Yeah, M very small comma Andrews.
I didn't see a comma on it, I have to say.
But we obviously, TNA, PWG, we know he's great, but Tucker I thought was quite good. I think he was one of the I think he may be the UK tournament's Fabian Eichner, honestly.
I couldn't stop looking at his weird pec, though.
His what?
One of his pec muscles was, like, slightly malformed, and I couldn't stop looking at
it. Maybe he was injured, you body shamer.
No, he probably was, but I just kept looking at it.
This lad's too fat. This lad's too hurt.
This lad's only got half an ear, and he keeps rubbing his hair back to show the ear off.
And he keeps selling his ear, and it's weird.
Also, he's not a very good wrestler.
Also, he's bad.
These wrestlers are not hot enough for my level, and I'm not happy with it.
Yeah, but Tucker was, I was very impressed with him. He used to be an OTT regular in Dublin. He did the Belfast show in December. I hope they bring him back.
Is that what happened? Did you slap him on the boob and break his peg?
I did no such thing, sir.
You have a history of that, though.
I never touched the boobs.
Yeah, fair enough.
Shoulders only.
Good.
But that main event was good. But generally, I don't know. Generally, I'm kind of with you on the Night 1 stuff. The matches were all short, and they were all like Sunday Night Heat, chin lock, fucking nothing. They were just regular ass WWE TV matches.
And for the most part, everyone who was eliminated, it wasn't like Cruiserweight Classic where even people who are like Eichner and so on, people who were eliminated early, kind of stuck with you. This one, on day 2, I think Tucker was the only one of the eliminated wrestlers that I had almost any memory of.
What about the baldy man who got beaten up?
But he got through. He won his match.
Oh shit, yeah.
Who was he against? He beat someone.
Didn't he beat Jesus?
I don't remember. Maybe.
No, because Jesus had a match in round 2. Oh no, you're right. No, Jesus curtain jerk next. Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, so he beat Jesus.
Yeah, it was no worse than the Cruiserweight.
It was worse. It was worse.
No, it was worse. It was worse. The Cruiserweight matches were there were some stinkers in the. But bear in mind, the Cruiserweight was like 4 weeks of openers.
Yeah, and was taped well in advance. It wasn't live.
Yeah, and to cut the UK guys some credit, I mean the Cruiserweight one was chopped up and edited and all that other stuff. And there was only 1 or 2 stinkers in the Cruiserweight opener.
Loon.
Yeah. And obviously, I mean, I was obviously very disappointed with the Jordan Devlin match on night 1. That was
bizarre. That match.
That was bizarre. That was like, if ever someone was going to get nerves and let it get better to them, like I just watched that and it goes, well, I hope that's out of his system because he's wrestling tomorrow and the crowd is not going to cut him any slack after that match. So
I really didn't think going into this that, given what I've seen of him on NXT, that I would watch a match between Martin Stone and Devlin and be more impressed with Martin Stone.
Holy shit! Barry Murphy prediction contest successful. Point number 1.
What?
Ask real Kurt Angle to be inducted into Ask WWE Hall of Fame. That's courtesy of @WWE on ESPN on Twitter.com. Oh, I got in
saw
there.
that earlier.
No, I got in the first.
Didn't tell us about it.
Excuse me.
What a fucking worker.
Well, it doesn't count now because you have to make a new prediction because it happened before the show ended.
Do I fuck me? That news broke at 10 p.m. All right, on ESPN, co-opted Fed media. I'm claiming that one. Apologies for cutting the show off there, but I had to get that in. So yeah, the what were we talking about, the Devlin match?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe he let the occasion go to his head.
Yeah. Oh, you're
His big square head.
I got a big head.
Poor Jordan Devlin. I still like him.
Yeah, he's alright.
Alright, so night 1 was awful, apparently, according to these two.
It was.
I stay off. No.
I agree the matches weren't anything to kind of write home about, but I think it did a good job of just establishing the main players and, a gentle introduction.
Oh, very gentle. Gentle to the point of tedium.
I liked Wolfgang on night 1.
Wolfie was, one of the better ones, which I, again, did not expect.
And he had no rep coming in, because ICW doesn't really have the rep of Progress or OTT or anything like that. But night 2, so I suppose we should talk about at the end of night 1, they did the big Pete Dunne angle with angry school principal William Regal.
Yeah, that was fun.
William Regal's very good.
I feel like
he should be in movies and stuff.
They're constantly teasing that he'll have another match. And I don't know if he ever is going to.
No, I feel like they've teased this with too many people. Like they had Baron Corbin at him before, then Samoa Joe,
Dean Ambrose,
Pete Dunne. I don't know. He won't have a match. Don't worry about it.
Fair enough, but I think Pete Dunne versus William Regal would be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so they did the angle where he laid out Sam Gradwell, shot lots of really cool backstage stuff where they were conferring on what to do, little touches like that you'd never get on Raw, And then night 2 opened with Gradwell versus Dunne. Good heated battle, I thought. I watched this first match, and Gradwell is a relative unknown, but I was like, all right, they're going fast. They're not sitting in the ring doing a chin lock. We're off to the races here. Now the lads are coming out.
Battered him, dropped him all over the fucking place. It was great.
Yeah. That was mainly just a Pete Dunne showcase, but Gradwell did okay. I mean, he wasn't bad. For the majority of this tournament, it felt like if you were going against Dunne, you didn't have a prayer of getting over because he was the cool guy to cheer for. But I think to commend Bate and also WWE and how it was structured, by the end of that show, everyone was very happy Bate won, and they were cheering like crazy, and they were booing Pete Dunne. So they did something right.
Yep.
By the way, was Kurt Angle put into the TNA Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Because we have a quote here from Kurt Angle. He says, "I was shocked. I've been out of WWE for a long time and out of touch with them, so I didn't really expect this. It's a huge honor. This is the only Hall of Fame that I'm not in, and probably the one I want to be in the most." Oh, TNA, poor lads.
Take that, Melty.
This is the one that means the most for me. I had a lot of fun entertaining the fans for 7 years with WWE, and I'm glad my hard work paid off. Very good. Congrats, Barry.
Thank you very much. So what else was there on night 2? So there was a better Devlin match on night 2, I thought.
Oh, much better. He didn't kill someone on this one, first of all.
Yeah, there was less ugliness. He looked a bit more confident. Bate obviously is great, so they had a nice little back and forth match. Plus, go back to the first night, as it was kind of a bizarre circumstance because he ended up getting all this huge heel heat out of it, and he did a good promo after the fact. So, and then going into the Bate match, he was a definitive heel. So it kind of worked out. I was kind of hoping the weekend would be this big smash success for him. In the end, it ended up being a bit of a wash. Set the tone the wrong way on night one, but redeemed himself a little bit on night two. So yeah, Bate beat him, and that was a fun match. In the upset of the evening, even more of an upset than Pete Dunne losing in the final. Wolfie, the Wolfman, the gang, the One Wolf Gang, eliminated Trent Seven.
Yeah,
in the quarterfinal. I did not see that coming, but I guess they had to have a swerve in there somewhere because everyone was saying it was going to be Bate Dunne and some combination of Bate Dunne and Seven in the final.
Seven's got a physique like me.
Yeah, he's also like 35. Like this is a tournament.
Yeah, I probably should be able to go then.
This is a tournament of children with huge bodies, like Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, who are 19 and 23 respectively.
That's crazy, by the way. If you stop for a moment and think about that main event we got, and that they have a combined age of less than most of the people who will be on WrestleMania.
It's true.
You know? Combined age of what? 42?
Yeah.
There you go. That's mad. They were better than most people on the main roster, in fairness. Not to jump ahead to the final, by the way.
Wolfie eliminated Trent. To be fair, I mean, I feel like we just buried Trent Seven.
He was really good. I really liked Trent Seven. I think he was one of the ones that I actually liked on the first night as well.
Yeah. So on a night of not great matches, I thought his opener was pretty damn fun. Charismatic dude. For the longest time, I've been hoping he comes to OTT. He's a whole lot of fun. Not to shit on him too much, but just that was an upset. And then where did we go from there? Who did Mandrews face before Dunne?
Connors.
Oh God, yeah, that match put me to sleep.
I didn't understand the hype for Connors at all because on commentary they're putting him over as like the dark horse who can win all this, and I just didn't see
that was so weird. I was
didn't
like,
see anything in him.
Is this Michael Cole's nephew or something?
Did Michael Cole bite his ear off and feel kind of bad about it?
Did he think it was Adam Cole? Maybe.
He might have. I didn't understand the hype for him. His match with the other long-haired guy on the first night, just a total bore. And they're putting it over as like the match of the night. I was like, are you kidding me?
So and I really like Andrews, but that match was nothing. But thankfully, you got Andrews versus Peter Dunne. And that's a match, especially where people who maybe didn't know Dunne but were kind of getting into with all the angles and everything, and then they got to see him have a real fucking drag out fucking...
Yeah, he's fantastic, Peter.
That was a great match. Those two have wrestled each other a million times, and it really showed they had great chemistry. If you're up north in the occupied territories, next month you can see Andrews versus Pete Dunne in OTT in Belfast. I'm kind of jealous that's happening up there and not in...
Well, I mean, don't be too jealous, Barry. We're getting Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle, so we're fine.
That's true. I mean, they both shows look great, but it was just funny seeing this great match on television and then thinking you could be seeing it live. But anyway, I digress. That match was awesome. Andrews looked great in defeat. It was not a case of, no one suffered losing that one. And Andrews, let me tell you, it was confirmed, by the way, since last week's show that he was a late addition because his TNA contract just ran out. So this new era of TNA, off to a great start. Lose a guy who immediately becomes a star in the other promotion in one night. So that was good. And what was the other? And then it was Bate versus Wolfgang, which was not a blowaway semi-final, but it was good. I think, as we mentioned, Wolfgang, the surprise of the show. Uh,
Well, I certainly when I saw him, I didn't expect him to be doing moonsaults off the barricade and stuff like that.
yeah,
That was weird when he did that and sold a knee because that really didn't play into anything later on.
I think he legitimately bollocked up his
knee. Fair enough. Well, I was curious because the referee wasn't checking on him. It was as if the referee kind of knew it was supposed to happen. I don't know. Very odd. But, yeah. And a good semi-final. Wolfie put in a good little shift. Good performance. And Tyler Bate, of course, is very good.
And then we had the final of... by the way, Tommy End, of all people.
That was
that name.
Really strange.
Yeah, so Tommy End showed up at Progress like 3 hours previously in a different part of the country as a surprise and as a little thank you to Progress, because basically WWE, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate and Trent Seven are the fucking Freebird Rule Tag Team Champions in Progress. All three of them were at this thing running against Progress. So WWE, as a little make good, sent Tommy End. And then 3 hours later, he showed up on this show as well to wrestle Neville, which was a hell of a match. Neville won clean. This is the first bit of heel Neville I've seen, and I really, really enjoyed it.
I have to say, I wasn't blown away by Tommy End. I expected a little bit more.
Well, it wasn't a NXT takeover style match. It's not like they went out there. They didn't go out there. It was the old diva match spot, the buffer between the actual important matches.
I just felt like, I don't know, maybe Neville didn't give Tommy End quite enough offense, and I don't know. It wasn't that the match wasn't great, I just thought Tommy End himself didn't look great. That's what I expected more of. I expected him to be more, impressive, and he really wasn't.
So, and then we had the finals after Wrestle Kingdom. Obviously, this has got to be the second really big match of the year contender thus far in 2017. Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate. I've seen both these lads have some great matches live and on VOD, and this is next level. This was so good. They did the thing where Dunne beat up Bate. Targeted his injured arm, and so Bate came out with it all taped up.
Well, that's what Scott McAvoy was alluding to earlier in his email, where he said he didn't feel like it was necessary. But I thought it added a real good dynamic to the match, because Tyler Bate was great at selling the arm, which most WWE wrestlers aren't. Yeah,
which is exactly right. And also, as I mentioned earlier, it was an uphill battle getting these people to boo Pete Dunne, because he's so good. And plus, I mean, look, he had a breakout 2016. He's dual Progress and OTT champion right now. He's the guy pretty much everywhere. So that was an uphill battle, and I think they really had to hammer home that you shouldn't like this guy, and they not only had him cheat and beat up the other guy before the match, but the inherently likable Tyler Bate, So yeah, and they had just a tremendous match. Bate picking him up from the triangle.
One arm.
The powerbomb.
He was lifting a really big barbell or a dumbbell.
Yeah, he is so freakishly strong.
He's 19 years old, by the way.
Yeah, he's just a freak of nature. He did something similar at the
legs
August
on him as well,
OTT.
by the way.
He was in a tag match with the Gymnasties, and he got both of them up on his shoulders at the same time, like he was John Cena in AA position. And then he squatted with the two of them, and he was so slow getting up that it was a real tension-building moment. You didn't know if he was going to get him up, and he did. And it was just like, he's a freak. He really is. Just great near falls. Also, again, great subtle booking from WWE. They did some kicking out of finishers in these matches. Trent Seven, someone kicked. Wolfie kicked out of his Rainmaker gimmick. I think someone kicked. Bate survived the kick of death from Devlin that bloodied Birch. The Tyler driver, nobody kicked out of that match, not even in the final. If it was either blocked or when he hit it, the match was over.
Well, they were good at that for the entire tournament of not having too many finishers kicked out of. In fairness,
absolutely, yeah. In general, they didn't overdo it, but I just thought it was interesting that they they were doing it, in small doses, and I was like, oh, I wonder if the final is going to be 10 million moves, which it absolutely wasn't. And as I mentioned, they hit that move once, and that was it. And so now, I don't even want to speculate what comes next. But as a standalone night of wrestling and as a standalone match, that was tremendous.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Favorite match of the year so far. We're only 2 weeks in, but
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah.
Sure it'll be there at the end. Absolutely love Pete Dunne. I think he's a natural heel. All these little mannerisms and looks he does. He's constantly kind of snarling and grimacing, and often when wrestlers do that, it looks very phony. With him, it looks very natural. It looks like he just does want to snarl at people.
Well, you said something, Joe, which I think really summed it up best, where he's like a bully. He has like a face like a bully.
He looks like the school bully.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just something about the face.
I like it's remarkable how so many of the British wrestlers have like fully fleshed out, developed characters, like Pete Dunne, Bate. Like they're completely there. And again, these two are 19 and 23. Like they're not even coming into their prime when they put on something like this,
Yeah.
Amazing.
So yeah, and then they had the celebration, and he looked legitimately speechless and stunned. It was quite great. It was quite great.